Hey, it's Aaron, the Metal Theologian. So it's kind of been a while, but I'm having technical difficulties, so it's been a little less frequency going on, but I haven't forgotten about this whole, deal. So, it's funny, I usually think it's kind of weird when people explain that sort of thing, but people have actually asked me, what's going on, so, I appreciate that too, so I don't want to, be a dick about it or anything. Anyway, we're listening to, Inner Sanctum, and this record is called 12 a.m. Check out that picture. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's like 80s metal, This is 86. And actually check out that drummer too. It's Mike, what's his name? Yeah, Mike Portnoy. So, yeah, it's kind of an amateurish record, but it's a fun listen, man. It's really kind of a cool guitar sound. If they had a real producer, I'm sure it wouldn't have ended up sounding like this. So I kind of value it for that, Yeah, anyway. Today's soda is peach and black pepper. And look at that sediment at the bottom there. Can you see that shit? That's showing up? So I'm actually going to tip this a little bit and distribute it. See that shit clouding up? This is another one of these private selection ones, which is like a Harris Teeter store brand, I'm pretty sure, but...
Should have shaken it up a few hours ago.
Well, it would have settled again. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious. I've never had a peach and black pepper soda before, so we're going to try this shit out. God, this thing is convenient, isn't it? Well, that kind of sucked. God damn it. Well, shit, here, you want to try it?
Yeah, okay. I'll let you drink it down a little bit so it doesn't foam up on you.
Yeah, I was afraid that would happen. That doesn't taste very good either.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I kind of love the idea, but it tastes like shit. It kind of tastes like soap, actually. It really tastes like shit. Like when I imagine actual shit, that's not really what I imagine. I think it's more it's kind of soapy, isn't it?
Yeah, it totally is. It tastes like you got peach juice and you used it in a glass that had film on it.
That is what it tastes like. Except it's not quite soap. I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't taste like pepper, though. I mean, what I was hoping for is
bitterness. It's the bitterness without any bite.
Yeah, I was hoping for a sweet peach juice with some pepper in it and bite, And it's there's no bite, just shit taste.
Is there actual peach in there?
Well, it says 1% fruit juice, or less than 1%. It says fruit juice for color in the ingredients and just natural flavor.
So no.
But still, it has real sugar in it. It's a waste of sugar. Oh, excuse me, I would have burped that out. Yeah, this is bad. I don't recommend this one. It's just not good. So, so here's a little public service announcement. This just came in the mail. I haven't even cracked the shrink yet. This is the brand new brand sheet. Check that shit out. And I think this is going to be getting some talk because it was one of our very own that released this. So, anyway, everyone go out and buy a copy of this. You can get it at nolifetillmetalrecords.com. And I'm very happy to have this in my hands. And I'm kind of I'm not ready to open it yet. It's kind of funny. I do that occasionally, though. It's when I get something and it's brand new, I'll leave it for a while until I'm actually really ready to bust it out. So we're going to talk about this some more soon. So I'm leaving it there for now. Just generally, I don't really have a topic today, so I'm just going to talk about some shit that is sitting here, which means I've listened to it recently. And we'll see. So some of you may have seen, I did a live stream with Marty Worm and Eric Bauer and Pat from Ground Zero Salem and Eli from Dark Hymns for the Cold North. I guess it was last week. And we started talking about a couple bands, and there were a couple that came up that I'd completely forgotten about. So I actually pulled those out. to give it another listen. And one of them was this one. Look how fucking terrible this cover is. Like, there's that Puss Head logo, which is a little bit interesting, but that cover is awful, right? And those pictures, dude, even worse. I hate these guys. Especially that fucking guitar player. No, I hate them all. I guess the guitar player, both the guitar players are probably the worst. But it's hard, man. I really hate them all. It reminds me, when I was working at the record store, there's a time when, like, someone busted out. It was one of the earlier Babyface albums. Like, because it was long enough ago that Babyface was kind of new. But, like, I was saying this guy I worked with was just, like, holding a copy of it. I think it was the tape, right? He was holding it. He just, like, looked at me. He was like, I hope he dies. I don't know if I really hope that about these guys, but listen, I'm going to put it on for a minute because here's the thing. That's a really good record. And I had actually seen the record around. A friend of mine gave me that, right? But I'd actually seen the record around and I was like, man, no. Those guys look like fucking assholes. I hate them. I'm not going to buy that fucking record. Plus, there's a "the" in the name, which is punk and not metal, right? You know, The Brood. That sounds like a punk name. Doesn't sound like a metal name. This band just does everything wrong, but somehow this record is surprisingly good. So I'm going to put it on for a minute. If I get a fucking copyright thing, I'm going to be fucking rip shit, because this actually is on a label. It's a Profile, right? Which is also kind of funny. There we go. Look, it's a white label promo. For those of you who are interested in such things. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah. Here's the other one that we were talking about, actually, while this one's firing up. And that's Infernal Majesty. Same kind of deal, man. This cover's terrible. It looks like a punk cover, I think. Although Marty pointed out that it has a demon, and demons aren't really punk, so that's a good point, you know? But there's all sorts of shit that's wrong, like the umlauts over the A's, which is wrong. Listen to this riff, though. This is good. This is fucking this is the Brood. We'll come back to it in a sec, though. Anyway, this record I kind of played a couple times and thought it was okay and put it away. I'm really glad I got it when I did, but it's fucking fantastic. Oh, here's another one. Now, as far as the band photos go, these guys actually did it right. Because, yeah, I think you actually went straight for the one that's like the best one right there. Like, that's a good, I mean, the machete's good, but the axe is the fucking best, man. If I make a record, I'm going to be holding an axe. So anyway, this record, it's one that I snoozed on, man. I've had this thing for, well, I was living in LA. So I've had it since Spencer was an infant. And played it a couple times over the years and didn't think much of it. Just the other day I put it on again and went, man, this is great. Here it was in my own collection, I snoozed on it. So it's always great when you find something really cool in your own stash. Like, I didn't go and spend money on this, and like now I kind of have to find a reason to like it. It's just organic. So yeah, the Brood, man, that singer's kind of weak, right? And it's not great, you know? But it's good. This record's totally listenable, you know? If I were at your house and you put this on, I wouldn't be like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'll bet that fucking guy is playing on this. No, I'd be like, man, this is good. Jesus. Alright, so what else do we have here? You got some big ones, right? Okay, fucking Judas Priest. These days, this actually might be my favorite Judas Priest record, too. It's definitely my favorite of the 80s records. Metaphysically, I still think, you know, Sad Wings and Sin After Sin and Stained Class are better records, but this is the one I find myself reaching for more and more. And this one just got busted out. I mean, fucking Cirith Ungol, right? It's like epic metal with a screamy singer. Fucking great, man. How can you not love Cirith Ungol? What else do we have here? Sort of go through these stacks a little bit, man. I kind of can't believe how much I love this record. And actually, the showing of the first Wasp record is dedicated to Vinyl Richie. So, because he'll have some kind things to say about Wasp in the comments section potentially. So, yeah, I don't know, man. This record, it's like I liked it when I first heard it, which was way after the fact, by the way. Back in the 80s, I wouldn't give the band like this the time of day, right? But, you know, when I finally came back around to it a couple of decades later, I was like, yeah, that's really good. But, man, with the years, it's just grown on me more and more, man. Yeah, I just think all the songs on here are good, pretty much, you know? So, I think the other ones are okay, too. The second one's good. And the Headless Children is really good, too. But this is probably my favorite. It's close with the Headless Children. Yeah, what else? This is kind of a recent arrival. This is actually the band that did a 45 on Guardian, the Burn This Town, and it's okay. I think these songs are probably better than the ones on the first record, but it's a little bit forgettable, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's a cool listen. If you're looking for like a classic new wave British heavy metal sound, this record's kind of too late for that, even though I think it's about 84 or something like that. But yeah, you know, it's okay. It's not great. $10, it's worth it. $20, a little steep. Okay, that's my review of that one. This is kind of a cool one. It's another super amateurish one. Lester Maddox. It's a little bit of an unfortunate name, I suppose. But that cover, that kind of drawing, it's the kind of drawing that makes me take out my wallet. And look at how cheap that logo is too, you know? It's like someone drew it on their like high school folder, and like they just took that original like drawing of it and like put that directly on the record cover. So yeah, it says this is avant-garde metal. I do believe that that's what they were going for, but it's a little bit less than. It's not exactly Manowar. Let's just say that it's not exactly you know, Sirathungal. Talking about them, you know, it's nowhere near that level. So I'll fire it up for a minute. What the hell? I don't know if anyone else is going to be talking about Lester Maddox anytime soon. So let's be honest. These guys actually made another record too. They made a live record, which I've never seen or heard. But you know, I could probably track one down if I really wanted to. But on the strength of this one, I'm not going to. This isn't a bad record though. It's interesting too. It's just it really sounds like some high school kids made this fucking thing. So. Check out that private looking label though. Gotta love it.
Battery's a little low, by the way.
Oh, thanks for the warning.
Yeah, maybe like 5 minutes.
Okay. Kind of reminds you of like that Rust, the Last Laugh record, or maybe the Joe Step record, if you have any of those. You know, it's not bad. It's another kind of a thrash classic right here. Holy Terror, the second record. Hey, hear this singer? He sounds like someone to me and I can't place it. If you know, tell me in the comments or something. How long's the video been? Maybe we should just turn it off.
14 minutes.
14 minutes? Yeah, you know something? Let's just kill it. I don't want the battery to die on us. Oh, I'm gonna show one more thing. Here we go. This is why I'm kind of stoked to get my hands on. Everyone has this, I hope, right? But check out the label on this one. It's a fucking private press version. Before Elektra picked it up. Bam! It's a little something to feast your eyes on there. Alright, so cool. On that note, we're just gonna let it go. I'll do a longer one next time. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we're suffering under the tyranny of the battery right now, so till next time.